I'm going to use gold as an example or something for you. I will also use GU as an example of something for you to use. Right? When you talk about resistance, I want to believe that resistance is trying to talk about maybe it's a key level on the daily, key level on the 4 hours, and what to do
Yes,
when
yes,
market react of them, right?
yeah,
All right, so let's do something on good. Like what I've always said to you guys is that when it comes to trading gold, right, I have my specific way of trading gold. I don't trade gold the way I trade other normal currencies, right? One thing about gold is that gold is always respecting fair value gap, very, very rare. And at times, when I want to trade gold, I look what we call structure, right? I want to see what gold is doing. Like this good trade I took this week, I was on good trade since last week down to this week. But I had to close before what is happening to my mouse? I have to close before the whole take profits. So currently we're on the daily time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame and see something. On the weekly time frame, I believe you can see this. You clearly tell that gold is reacting, is rejecting from. You can see this key level or this key level or whatever key level you are seeing there. The major thing is that you just want to have a place where you can say, okay, this is this is where I'm building my bias from, right? Now, clearly you can tell that we have a weekly, more of like a CRT or a bias, right? Now, our
yeah,
expectation is that market should do what to trade to this upside. But personally, I won't be looking at this, but this will just be my weekly target. I'll keep buying until market get to this place. But before all these moves, right? Let's say this candle hasn't opened, but this candle is just this candle. So let's go to the daily time frame. I think it's on the 4 hours time frame. I saw something really, really straight on gold on the 4 hours time frame. Now, what did I see on gold which caught my attention or made me to say, okay, I want to leverage on this opportunity I'm seeing on gold, right? So you can see on the daily time frame, what we can see currently on the daily time frame is that maybe you want to say this rejection from this key level that got disrespected, this key level here. You can see market started reacting to the upside. But before this, I want to show you a clearer and a better picture of what gold did from the 4 hours time frame, right? I think I made a video on this and I shared I just did a marked out. Right now, see something. I always see something that when it comes to gold, I always want to focus on what structure. Two things I look out for: structure and fair value gap when it comes to gold. Now, you see that we got a reaction of this particular key level, and gold has been respected. You see what gold has been after this reaction from here. It traded to the upside and it broke this high, right? Giving us a change of character to the upside. After it broke this high, it came down to do what? To respect this particular key level. And what happened next? It traded to the upside. We had a break of this high here. See something? We had a break of this high here. After this break, what happened? Gold came back and reacted from a key level. This is a key level here. And see what happened? It reacted from it. This is how gold has been doing. After this reaction, it broke this high again to the upside, and it came back to do what? To react from this key level, right? Gold has been doing all this until it gets to this point here. I decided to follow what it has been doing. I think my first entry was here. This is where I caught my first entry on gold, right? Due to what? The structure it has been following, the process it has been following, the steps and the approach, the pattern it has been following. That's why when you come to your chart, but the first thing you want to do, you want to calm down and look at what previous price action. I always say this: you want to know reaction areas, right? Now, when you are coming to your chart to know the reactions area, this will help you to tell what market has been doing before. This will also guide you or show you what you should be looking at in the future, right? Now, let's quickly move forward. Now, we had this reaction, and market traded to the upside, giving us a new change of character, and you can see this reaction from here. With all this that has happened from all these places now, you see that after it broke a 4 hours high, it comes back to react from the key level. It breaks a 4 hours high, just doing something as this. Now, we have a change, a break or short to the upside. It comes back, react from a key level, it breaks a high, it comes back to react from the key level, it breaks the high, it comes back to react from the key level. This is more of like a textbook example, and that's what Google was doing on the 4 hours time frame, which is what I saw earlier, and I leveraged on the opportunity. Now, when the same thing happened there, when it happened there, I saw this, but I chose not to participate in this market. Why? Because I still want to validate what market is actually doing. Now, this is what really happened. Now, after it traded from this key level, what happened? It traded to the upside, and it still broke this side. After it broke this side, what happened? Gold still reacted from this key level. You see, reacted from this key level. Same thing that happens again. Now, you see that it traded to the upside here. It broke this side. When it broke this side, I was patiently waiting for this key level. I didn't mark this one actually. This was the one I marked, but I went to my 1 hour time frame to refine my entry. And my entry was somewhere here. That's why I was trying to log into my other trading reports. It's giving me issues, so let's use this. I remember everything I did. So now, this was the area I marked. When gold was inside this place, I went to my lower time frame and I cut my entry, and my entry was exactly at this place, and it was a sniper entry here, and gold. You can see I shared my stuff. I opened this position, two position on 2 different profit, right? Yeah. So now, having known that this pattern that has been repeating itself here all this while, right? You want to follow it. If you notice what happened now, when gold reacted from here, the pattern has not been the same. It changed pattern now. We had what? Accumulation. Gold has been dancing, ranging around here, right? Around this place. And we have always advised something that when you see markets giving us what? A ranging move as this, what do you want to do? You want to ignore taking any trade. Though I took a trade here, I hit B. After giving me a 2 hour, it came back and hit my B, but it's fine, right? So let's quickly proceed. So now, wish my trading view this thing is there, I would have gone to a lower time frame and show you what's happening there. But let's see, let's try it. Think on the 1 hour time frame, right? Yeah, on the 1 hour time frame. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So see what happened now. I've seen it. So see what happened now. So when I waited for this reaction to happen here, after this reaction happened here, you see that 4 hours rejection, just as our time frame alignment rule states what we want to do, or daily rejecting daily. When you have daily rejecting daily, what do you want to do next? You want to do what? H4 breakout, H4 breakouts, right? Then after your H4 breakout, what do you want to do? Maybe you want to see a H4 rejection, right? H4 rejection. When you see H4 rejection, then you want to start going to your lower time frame. You can use your H1 or use your M30 or use your M15 for your what? For your entry. That's what I applied here. Exactly what I've been teaching you guys is what I applied here, and it works perfectly. Now this is our H4 rejection. You can see this is where I approach from. Let me mark this so I won't go to 1 hour time frame. You'll be able to see it. So now we had our H4 rejection here. You can see the H4 rejection candle. Very perfect. Now let's go to 1 hour time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, this was where I entered my entry from, right? We have our H4 rejection. What do you want to do? You want to mark out possible key level we are seeing, which is this, and what this serve as my liquidity. I'll go to a lower time frame so you see it clearly. Gains 15 minutes, right? Or 30 minutes, and then you can see. So this was my liquidity. Very perfect for me. Was my liquidity. Now you may be asking yourself, why didn't I wait for a change of character on this entry time frame? Why? Sometimes I don't really wait for this change of character, because I've said this in our previous teaching before, that when I have confirmed my weekly is in alignment with what I'm seeing, and my daily is also in alignment, and also H4 is in alignment. When it comes to my entry time frame, right, I don't necessarily need to see a change of character before I will make my decision, right? I just want to make sure that everything I'm saying is in alignment with the trend. That's why I always advise that one thing you want to perfect very well when it comes to your trading is what? Understanding bias. Once your bias is right, then no other thing again and stress you, right? Just that your entry at times you may have a miss entry because maybe you want to do a confirmation entry and the rest, right? But make sure that your bias is right and you are good to go. Now, this is what happened. I consider it to be what? A sweep, right? This low to be a sweep. So having this low to be a sweep, what did I do next? I just put my position 2 from here, and my SL was not, my SL should have been below this week here. But what happened? I decided to increase it a little to give it a space, and I was targeting this high here. This was the high I was targeting. It gave me a 4 everything I did was a 4 trade. See how market has been dancing until I hit what? A take profit. This is just very, very simple, precise, and in fact, everything is just straightforward on this code. Now, let me give a recap on what I just said now. If you watch closely, you discover that there's a pattern that market was respecting here. There is a pattern. The pattern helped me to be able to do what? To come up with something reasonable, to come up with something valuable, right? I took this trade on my one of my 25k accounts, right? If not for the fact that I left this trade earlier, only this trade on gold would have passed my phase 1 on my 25k account. Currently, I'm just left with 2 weeks. I think 1 point something percent to pass the phase 1. I'm not in a hurry, right? So just doing my stuff little by little, step by step, to get to the required results I need. So that's what's really happened on this goal, and I believe this explanation is very, very easy and very straightforward for you to understand. Now, this is the best thing I would advise you to do after this session, right? Go back on your charts when you are free. Just try to look into what I just shared with you right now, and try to see how you can learn something from what good charts presented to us. Just try to gain something off it, right? So that's it on good.